Some stories in the Bible feel almost too real, too messy, too painful. The story of Hosea and Gomer is one of those. It's not a fairy tale. It's not a clean romance. It's a raw story about brokenness, shame, deep emotional wounds, and a love that just refuses to give up. And when we look at it through a mental health lens, we discover a powerful message that speaks to anyone who has ever felt unworthy, stuck in destructive cycles, or afraid they're just too broken to be healed. God tells Hosea, a prophet, to do something shocking. Marry Gomer, a woman God says will be unfaithful to him. Now this isn't about punishment. It's about creating a living, breathing picture. A picture of love that stays, of compassion that doesn't quit, and of grace that reaches into the darkest places. Hosea's calling is emotionally heavy. He's asked to love someone who he knows will hurt him. He's asked to walk straight into heartbreak with his eyes wide open. This isn't easy or simple. It's a profound reminder that real, meaningful love often involves immense emotional risk. Now it's easy to see Gomer as the villain of the story, but that misses the point entirely. She's a woman carrying deep emotional wounds. Her choices, her running away, they likely come from a place of trauma, insecurity, and shame. She acts from a core belief that she isn't truly worthy of steady, unconditional love. So she repeats patterns she doesn't know how to break. So many of us today know exactly what that feels like, running away from good things. Sabotaging healthy relationships, feeling utterly unworthy of love, and constantly returning to old, familiar habits because they feel safer than the unknown. We carry a shame that whispers, "You're just not enough." Gomer's story is the story of someone who doesn't believe they deserve to be healed. And so she leaves Hosea, not just once, but repeatedly. It's not because she doesn't want love. It's because she doesn't know how to receive it. This is what unresolved emotional wounds do. They make us push away what's healthy and cling to what's familiar, even if it's painful. They convince us we're unlovable. They trap us in cycles we don't know how to escape on our own. Gomer's running isn't just rebellion. It's a symptom of her deep pain. And Hosea's heartbreak through all of this is real and devastating. This is where the story takes its most powerful turn. When Gomer hits rock bottom broken, used and sold into slavery, Hosea does something absolutely stunning. He goes after her. He finds her in her darkest moment, and he buys her back. He pays the price to restore her dignity and brings her home. He doesn't do it to shame her or to punish her. He does it to heal her. This moment is so emotionally powerful. It shows a love that simply does not give up. It shows a compassion that is stronger than any shame. It screams that healing is possible even after the deepest wounds, and that every single person is worth rescuing. Hosea's relentless pursuit perfectly mirrors the way God pursues people who feel lost and unworthy. The story of Hosea and Gomer speaks directly to anyone who has ever felt broken, struggled with self-worth, battled cycles of unhealthy choices, pushed away people who care, or felt too ashamed to come home. It teaches us that shame is a liar. It tells you you're unlovable, but it's wrong. It shows us that trauma creates patterns. Gomer couldn't stay in a healthy place because her wounds were so deep. It reminds us that real healing takes time. Hosea didn't demand instant change. He committed to walking with her through the process. Most importantly, it shows us that you are not defined by your past. Gomer's identity wasn't her mistakes, it was her inherent value. And finally, it proves that healthy, compassionate love can be the lifeline that interrupts cycles of pain. You are worth pursuing. Even when you feel completely lost, your story isn't over. Hosea's incredible love for Gomer is a reflection of God's love for us, a love that is patient, steady, compassionate, healing, and restorative. It's not a love that ignores our pain, but one that steps right into it with us. It's not a love that demands perfection, but one that freely offers grace. It's not a love that gives up, but a love that reaches into the darkest places and says, "You are still mine. You are still loved. You are still worth rescuing." If you've ever felt like Gomer running, hurting, ashamed, or stuck, please know you are not alone. And if you've ever felt like Hosea loving someone who's hurting, carrying that emotional weight, you are not alone either. This ancient story whispers something gentle and healing to us today. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are not beyond love, And you are not beyond healing. Your past doesn't define you, and your wounds don't disqualify you. Your story is still being written, and you are worth the kind of love that restores. Thanks for watching.